Hey guys, what's going on? We've made it to the second official episode of the Fan Splash podcast. Pretty excited. This is something you guys can look forward to seeing just about every weekend.
Hopefully,
That's the plan. That's the attempt.
that
So we'll
is the
see if
plan.
we can keep up with it. Luckily, there's not a lot involved in editing other than just the 2 hours of rendering and putting it on the internet. But this episode is going to be a little bit different than the last episode. Last episode we took all of our time discussing Batman v Superman. And now we're going to spend another hour talking about Batman. No, I'm just kidding. So we actually have several topics to discuss about some movie news, TV news, everything from just general nerdy stuff like some animated DC movies, and then also just general movies. We're going to talk about Jungle Book a little bit. We're going to talk about Alice Through the Looking Glass and all that good stuff. But without further ado, I kind of want to get into it.
All right.
First thing I want to kick off with, because I just finished watching it yesterday, is the newest DC animated movie. It's called Justice League versus the Teen Titans. And if you guys are not caught up on the DC animated movies, you should be, because they are awesome. They are essentially the New 52 comic books come to life. Pardon me. And if you were disappointed with Batman v Superman, I think that you can get everything that you didn't get with the live action films in these movies, and they now have their own animated universe continuity, if you will, starting out with Justice League War. So, and you have not watched any of these yet, correct?
No, I haven't.
Okay, Justice League War, just quick summary. Justice League War is the first culmination of the Justice League where they come together for the very first time. None of them have worked with each other up until this point. They're brought together by Darkseid sending his parademons down to Earth, and then Darkseid shows up towards the end of the movie, and it's, all out brawl with Darkseid, and they have Shazam. They show how Cyborg was created, and all this other really cool stuff. And then they have a couple Batman solo movies based off of the New 52 run. So there's the introduction of Damian Wayne, as well as the Court of Owls, if you've heard anything about the Court of Owls.
No.
Pretty cool movie. And then one of my favorites, because it helped make Aquaman look like a badass, was Justice League Throne of Atlantis. That's also like the introduction and beginning of Aquaman. Like, he's lived most of his life not knowing who he is, and then kind of gets introduced to Atlantis and all that stuff. So if you want to get caught up on some good Aquaman stuff.
He has no idea that he's a person and doesn't
Yeah,
know
in the New 52 world, he got to a certain point, like early 20s or something like that, knowing that he had these abilities. Like, he knew he was strong and he could, like, telepathically kind of communicate with sea life, but he didn't know why or how, and his dad had died a long time ago and stuff, so he's just been kind of searching for answers, and this is kind of him finding it. And then Justice League gets involved as well, because he has a corrupt brother who's trying to, like, dethrone Atlantis and stuff like that. So that's Throne of Atlantis. And then they have, after that, I feel like I might be missing a movie, but now we're at Justice League versus the Teen Titans, which is really cool, because do you or have you watched Young Justice?
I have not watched Young Justice.
You have not watched Young Justice.
I've seen it on Netflix.
You are failing the animated criteria, man. Like, some of the best, I'm telling you, some of the greatest comic book material that's come out in, like, the last 10 years has all been animated.
Oh, no, I know. I mean, I haven't brought myself to that point yet, but I'm not opposed to it either. Like, I watch cartoons. I watch Teen Titans Go.
You're better off, and I say this to all the viewers out there and everybody watching, you are so much better off taking animation as a serious medium for
I don't understand why people treat it like cartoons means you're a kid and you can't watch, like, you can't take anything seriously. There's no adult themes in cartoons or anything.
Oh, yeah.
People won't even watch, like, The Simpsons because they think it's,
or, Family Guy's also immature. It's immature and for adults at the same time.
Well, I mean, I would argue that it's more for, like, if you're 13, but I mean, I still watch it.
I probably wouldn't want my 13-year-old watching it sometimes, but
well, no, I mean,
but I know what you mean. I know the immaturity level and stuff like that. But what most DC animated films, other than a few special ones they throw out there for kids, they're almost all PG-13. And did you have something that didn't taste good?
These are hot. They say hot and spicy. They actually are.
Do you have your water?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I didn't believe it.
And
it was pretty hot.
At times they like the movies as a whole don't push the boundaries of ours, but there's moments in the movie where that's pushing it a little bit. Like, Wonder Woman straight up is, when she's fighting the parademons in Justice League War, it's like sword through the back, uppercut, and you see, like, guts and things when they split in half, and it's just, like, bloody, and she's, like, stabbing him in the head, and Spoiler alert, hopefully you guys have watched Justice League War, but she takes her sword and drives it through Darkseid's eye. And I'm just like, this is awesome.
Okay, so there's some pretty bloody themes in it.
Oh, yeah.
Like the general...
And some swearing and stuff, too.
Anime or whatever, you know? Okay.
And then, Justice League versus Teen Titans is like kind of a culmination of... If you were to take the original Teen Titans show, which I'm sure you've seen, right, with Beast Boy, Raven, and Cyborg, you take that, grow it up, and then mix it with Young Justice, because there's some Young Justice type characters, there's some Teen Titan characters. Beast Boy's in there, same voice actor. Cyborg at this point is actually a member of the Justice League, but he interacts with the Titans here. And Starfire's like the Teen Titans leader, and the Robin that they have is actually Damian Wayne, because Dick Grayson's all grown up. So it's a really interesting take on Teen Titans, and it's all about Trigon, Raven's dad, the big red demon dude.
Absolutely.
And yeah, it's him trying to come to Earth, and he basically kind of manipulates the Justice League, so the Teen Titans have to try to save the day. But worth seeing.
Cool,
really
they
awesome.
got a little Raven Beast Boy romance going on.
Actually, it's kind of a Raven Damian romance.
It's supposed to be Raven and Beast Boy, though.
It's kind of like the original Teen Titans, where Beast Boy annoys the ever-living like hell out of Raven.
But they end up together, is the whole thing.
Maybe they will. But this is a very Raven-centric movie, and
good. Raven is the coolest part of the Teen Titans.
Beast Boy is so much cooler in this than he ever was in the Teen Titans show.
I thought Beast Boy was really cool in the original Teen Titans, but that whole mess with like Terra was a little. I mean,
I haven't seen as much Teen Titans as a lot of people have, but I will say that if you're a Teen Titans fan or a Young Justice fan, definitely pick up the movie, watch it. If you're really careful on where you're searching and stuff, I actually found the whole video on Facebook and watched it.
I loved Teen Titans, so I will definitely check it out.
Yeah,
Teen Titans is one of the favorite shows of mine growing up.
There is a continuity with these films, but I mean, if you prioritize and you want to watch this first, you're not going to be confused because you haven't seen the other ones, other than the fact you're going to be like, okay, I don't really know where Cyborg came from, but he's here. And there might be a couple questions.
I'll probably watch them all if I start watching them.
Definitely should. Last thing I want to say about that movie though is the way that Beast Boy flawlessly goes like ebbs and flows to transformations is a really cool visual.
Really,
like he'll there was one thing they were fighting one of the I already forgot Raven's dad's Trigon. They were fighting one of Trigon's demons. And he like runs, jumps in the air, turns into like a kangaroo, and like kind of pushes off of the demon, so he goes up into the air and then turns into an elephant and then lands on him. And nice. It's all just like simultaneous. Like you just see him like warping like Transformer style into another animal, and I thought it was really cool. And then you see Beast Boy's powers. Not really gonna say how, but towards the end they evolve kind of into something else, and he does some more things, which is pretty cool. So. Definitely worth picking up, and so that's all the time we'll spend on the DC animated universe. Did you have a chance to watch the Jungle Book clip that they released with King Louis?
Yeah, Christopher Walken. Yeah, it was cool. The
interesting
were,
casting.
Papayas?
Yeah, they were papayas, and I can't really quote anything about it. It was kind of interesting that they had him in the shadows, and he's huge. And are you excited for Jungle Book?
I am. It looks really good. It looks really well done.
Yeah,
it does.
I think it looks like it's the animated one come to life, and there's a lot of people crapping on this new wave of Disney films come to live action. It doesn't bother me.
No, there was the Liu Kang one like back in the day.
The what?
Liu Kang, the guy that plays Liu Kang in
was that the same guy?
Yeah, it was the same guy.
That was Tarzan though, wasn't it? Or,
it was not Tarzan.
Was that Jungle Book?
Yeah, he was a grown-up Mowgli.
Doesn't he fight a big snake in the water or something?
I don't remember because I was a child when I saw it.
I didn't realize that was Liu Kang.
Yeah, it was Liu Kang.
I can totally see it now.
That's the only two things I know that Liu Kang was in. That I don't even know his real name.
That's gonna make Mortal Kombat weird.
I feel horrible. I have to look up his actual name.
Wait, I know it. It's like Robin Shu or something. I'm almost sure that that's it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, go ahead and look that up. So yeah, I think Jungle Book looks good. Do you know who's directing it? Sir?
No, who is
Jon Favreau?
Is it really John? Oh, I knew it was Jon Favreau.
Yep, Jon Favreau's directing it. And do you know that in
Robin Shu it is? How did you know? Nice.
Nerd
No,
power.
there you go. All right.
So bad.
Mortal
Why do I know that?
You shouldn't.
I should-
I'm sorry,
because
Robin.
like everybody
Yeah,
talks
I get
about
it.
like what's your favorite like guilty pleasure movies and stuff, and I always go straight to Mortal Kombat.
Why is Mortal Kombat a guilty pleasure?
Because it's bad.
Mortal Kombat is a good movie. Mortal Kombat Annihilation didn't happen.
Well, Mortal Kombat Annihilation is
Mortal
a
Kombat Annihilation
unwatchable
had
movie.
Jax, at least.
That was kind of cool, but the whole like CGI bad dragons that they couldn't afford fighting each other with Shao Kahn,
Oh, well.
and then they killed my favorite character in the first 3
Johnny
minutes.
Cage.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage. Yeah, you don't just kill Johnny
You
Cage.
don't
Did
just
you
kill
not
him.
see the first movie?
He was
Like,
the
are you
best
fucking
part.
kidding me? Did you? Yeah.
Those are $500 sunglasses,
Asshole.
asshole. Punches
This is
Goro
the
in
part
the
where
dick.
you fall down. Yeah, he was the best part of the. He was the best part of the first movie. Absolutely ridiculous that they killed him.
So yeah, Mowgli in Mortal Kombat. No, I think Jungle Book looks good.
It does. It looks great.
The casting,
John Favreau.
I go back and forth on the casting. And for those of you that don't know, Jon Favreau directed Iron Man 1 and 2. and
Zathura, Swingers.
I didn't know he did Zathura. He did Cowboys and
Zathura.
Aliens,
Oh yeah, he did
Yeah.
Cowboys and Aliens.
which is a much better movie than it should have been.
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
I only gave it that one chance. I saw it at the drive-in theater with something.
I'd say give it a shot. I like Cowboys and Aliens quite a bit, and I wouldn't mind watching it a few more times. I've seen it probably 3 or 4
When did it
times.
come out? Did I see it with Ted? I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
I don't remember what was
I
out.
don't know when it came out, but that's Jon Favreau. He plays Happy Hogan in the Iron Man movies as well, and he played Foggy Nelson in the original Daredevil movie. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you
I knew
did.
that.
Yeah,
I've been a big fan of Jon Favreau for years before anybody even knew who he was.
he's very cool.
Swingers is actually one of my favorite movies, and Made. Two of his
And then
early
he did
movies
Chef.
have been fun.
Chef
was such a good movie.
I still need to see it, but I heard it's
you
like a
haven't seen
passion
it?
project of his. Yeah.
It's a really well done movie. It's just a nice story.
You are familiar with Andy Serkis, yes?
The name sounds familiar.
Come on, that's bad. Okay, so Andy Serkis, for Tyler and anybody else who doesn't know, and this will probably ring a bell the second I start talking about it. He's the king of motion capture. He did Gollum, he did Caesar in Planet of the Apes.
Andy Serkis.
Yes.
He's in 13 going on 30. I should have known that.
Yes, and
Andy.
he's Claw in Avengers: Age of Ultron. Ulysses Claw, the guy that got his arm cut off.
Okay.
Yeah. Where's I going with this? Oh, Andy Serkis is directing his first movie next year, and it's his version of Jungle Book. So we're gonna get 2 Jungle Book movies in
Just like we got 2
White House movies,
Hercules
and
movies,
2 Hercules movies,
2 Tarzans. Did we get 2 Tarzans? I'm pretty sure they were making 2 Tarzans.
maybe. I don't know,
Maybe.
but they're doing the Jungle Book.
Is your phone done?
Sorry, I have to text real quick. Apologies.
The beginning Jungle Book. The Jungle Book looks really good though.
I think it looks good, but what was I saying about Andy Serkis?
The CGI looks good.
Yeah.
For like the animal characters.
The difference is this Jon Favreau one is Disney's Jungle Book, and then Andy Serkis is doing the Jungle Book like based off of the book.
Okay.
So it's not Disney's Jungle Book. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So it might be a little less lighthearted.
So Jon Favreau's is Jan. Jon Favreau's is more based off of
good old Jan Favreau.
So Jon Favreau's is gonna be more like the old Jungle Book movie.
Yeah, it's like the old
I wanna
Jungle-
walk like you, talk like you, and
Well, and if you notice in one of the
they're
trailers,
gonna-
Baloo was like,
singing bare necessities.
yeah, he was like whistling it down.
Yeah.
I can't really whistle, but Bill Murray, interesting cast for Baloo. My favorite,
Scarlett Johansson was interesting casting.
also interesting, and a lot of people are like, oh, why they got a gender bend to everything? Why is Kyle got to be a dude? Doesn't happen.
Why is a tree good? Why is a rainbow good?
But honestly, my favorite cast. Oh, and then Ben Kingsley is Bagheera.
I love Ben Kingsley.
Love Ben Kingsley. I will forgive him for Iron Man 3. It's not your fault, Ben. It's not your fault.
I didn't dislike Iron Man 3. It wasn't my favorite. I liked it a whole lot better than Iron Man 2.
I didn't. But what I was going to say is my favorite casting of the Jungle Book so far is who they got for Shere Khan, which is Idris Elba.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't heard him talk. Is he old?
Well, after the podcast, maybe we can watch because there is a clip that they released with
him talking.
He's walking around. There's a pack of wolves protecting Mowgli, and he's threatening them. And I'm just like, you evil bastard.
Yeah.
So Jungle Book, I think it'll be good. Are you more looking forward to the new Legend of Tarzan or Jungle Book?
I've only seen that one. Was it during Batman vs Superman?
Probably.
That was that. Yeah. I've only seen that one Tarzan trailer. I've been. When did I first see the trailer for the Jungle Book? It's been a long time. I've been anticipating it for a while. So probably that.
Yeah, I think Jungle Book looks like a more enjoyable movie.
Tarzan looks like it's going to be a rushed film, because even in the trailer they're talking about showing like his whole like his dad and his parents in it, and then him growing up, and then Jane coming, and then they're married, and like the whole plot line takes place after they're married and stuff.
Let me give you some context. I'll make you panic a little less about Tarzan. So the premise of the movie is Tarzan and Jane already happened. Like, they're going to show, like, a little bit of origins to set up Tarzan. It's probably kind of like what they do with Batman, But it's Tarzan coming back to the jungle. He's returning to his
It's like
home.
the 2009 Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first Tim Burton.
First Tim Burton. Well, this one's technically, it's still Tim Burton world, but I think he's producer on this one.
I think anything that Tim Burton's involved in is technically considered Tim Burton.
It's true. It's kind of like it's kind of like a Ninja Turtles is a Michael Bay movie.
Did he not direct it?
No,
Really?
He produced it.
Oh, he just went on and ruined it.
And they got the director from Wrath of the Titans or Clash of the Titans or one of those.
I didn't see either of those. I haven't even seen the original Clash of the Titans.
I saw one of them. It was pretty terrible.
I saw the preview, the trailer for Wrath of the Titans. It looked really good. It looked really CGI, but it looked really good.
I heard they're kind of shallow, but so that's the amazing tangent that you can go on when you start talking about Jungle Book. But I think we're both excited, looking forward to it.
It looks impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm not. It's not a comic book film, so call me biased. I'm not going to see it opening night. I don't imagine.
No,
but probably the first week or two.
I might even wait till the $2 theater to see it.
Really?
But
my sister and dad want to see it, so I think I'll go and see it.
Yeah, actually, no. I have a bunch of free movie tickets, so Brittany and I might go. That might be something that we're both interested in. It looks good. I am excited. I'm excited for it. It's not like I'm excited for Suicide Squad, though.
Oh, good transition. This news actually just came out to matter of hours ago, like earlier this morning. So I didn't get it to the notes yet because I kind of forgot about it. I don't know if you heard about it yet, but there was a report coming. I'm not sure where, but I think it's fairly credited that. Well, okay, so it is confirmed that Suicide Squad is going into reshoots now. What they said is they were
Is it still coming out at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, release date's still the same. But
how are they going to get away with that? Reshoots and editing and all that stuff. Well, it's going to end up like
reshoots,
Batman vs Superman. All that shit's going to be shoved in there.
I really don't think so, and I really hope not. But reshoots for big budget films, like if you follow movies, most Marvel movies, some months after they're done filming, they'll do 2 weeks of reshoots. It's kind of like a cleanup kind of thing. It's like there's some things that we can improve. Let's reshoot. Let's touch up. Let's do this. What worries me is that with the report, it says they are doing reshoots in the attempt or like focus of adding more humor to the film because of all the complaints of Batman versus Superman being a joyless, no fun movie. That's one of the biggest complaints that's been like across the board is people weren't having fun with that movie, and they said it's too dark, grim, and which is not my problem with it.
That's kind of weird because the trailers for Suicide Squad,
it looks like a fun movie.
Imply that it is a very fun movie. Yeah,
but I guess DC and Warner Brothers or whatever are kind of concerned.
Interesting
with that, and
I'm hoping there's a lot of Joker brutality in there. Some torturous shit.
And then me and my buddy are going back and forth, kind of arguing. He says like, "Well, I hope the reshoots make it R." I'm like, they can't make it R at this point unless they did something like Batman v Superman where the DVDs are or something like that. Which Suicide Squad, if you've read any Suicide Squad I can't talk either. Suicide Squad comics, if you've read any of those, they lend themselves very much to being R or mature rated content. Absolutely. People are dying, getting their heads blown off, eating all kinds of stuff. Well, I mean, the general premise. You know the premise of Suicide Squad? they have implants in the back of their neck, so they're controlled by the government. So literally, when they screw up, Amanda Waller blows their heads off.
Well, I mean, she's a total bitch.
She is. She's a kunte. But so I'd be curious what you guys think about Suicide Squad reshoots. Are you panicked? Do you think it's normal? I'm kind of in the middle. I hope for the best. I'm not
even
scared.
with like Civil War, they hadn't even cast Spider-Man yet until like a few weeks into shooting, and
it was like a month and a half or two.
But they normally don't they only do like 6 weeks of shooting, and then the rest is like development.
Actually, when you get a movie like Civil War or Batman vs Superman was a whole other monster because they
probably
just
do
kept
a whole
shooting
lot more with that.
over and over. But Civil War, I think, was 3 to 4 solid months of shooting.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, so I could obviously be totally
Chris
wrong.
Evans said, so everyone that's like, oh, Chris Evans might die in Civil War. Well, here's a spoiler alert for you. He already said that he's in for 6 months of shooting the 2 Infinity War movies.
I think Iron Man does.
It'd be interesting. I'm not saying he.
Wasn't there the whole thing about Robert Downey Jr. didn't want to do any more Iron Man or something like that?
Yeah, and then he did the same thing Jennifer Lawrence did, which we'll talk about later. But
did he really?
Did he? Like, I want to do more. Blah,
well, but he is Iron Man.
Yeah,
he so is.
Well, this is what it is. It's the beep beep. Oh, what's that? That's a huge dump truck of money coming up to my yard and just pouring like $1 billion at him.
But there have been very few like perfect matches. Hugh Jackman is Wolverine.
Deadpool.
Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, and Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. They're perfect. They're all perfect.
Yeah, we have yet to get a perfect Spider-Man.
What is this guy's name?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. What is he from? I remember when it was going to be Asa Butterfield, and I'm glad it's not.
So Tom Holland is from. He's done a lot of Broadway. He's done one movie that I know of, but he was great in it. It's called The Impossible. It has your boy Obi-Wan Kenobi in it. Ewan McGregor, yeah. Okay. It's about a family that gets trapped over, I forget what country, but there's a giant tidal wave that just kind of wipes out everything and separates the family. It's about the family coming back together. That movie makes me cry every time I watch it. Like a baby, dude. Like, there's just a couple scenes in that movie. I was just like...
I've only cried during a couple movies, and one of them
This is one of... I have like 3 movies.
In the theater... the Tarzan cartoon I saw when I was a kid. I cried when he's talking to his mom or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But and part of the reason I cried in that movie was Tom Holland. He's like 15 in that movie or something. And this is also the first time we have a teenager playing a teenager. Tom Holland's 19 right now, I think.
Good.
And he's playing a high schooler.
Good.
So he's still playing younger, but he's not a 30-year-old playing a high schooler. Because he's supposed. I think this Spider-Man's going to be like 16.
It's a pretty common thing, though. Like if you think about it.
Older people playing younger.
Glee.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's common, but and everyone's like,
Napoleon Dynamite. Dynamite.
Everyone's like, this kid's too young.
Being able to talk to
They're like, this kid's too young. He's too young. I'm like, no, he's what.
They clearly don't know anything about Spider-Man. Yeah. Like, have they not seen all the Spider-Man movies that have come out? They're not doing an origin for this.
No.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige said there's no origin for it.
Good, because we're tired of it. Everybody knows Spider-Man is short.
What got us to Spider-Man?
I asked who the actor was.
I know, but I'm trying to remember. We were talking about casting.
Casting for
because of
perfect casting. We don't know if we have. You said we've yet to have a perfect Spider-Man.
Yeah, I said that off of something else, so I don't even know what we're talking about. I'm just going to move on to the next topic unless you have more to go over.
Oh, I was just saying. I think that Iron Man dies.
Oh, Civil War. Thank you. Thank you.
We
okay.
were talking about Civil War.
We were talking about Civil War. I was confused. Yeah. He could die. Bucky could die. What I want, because I know they won't really kill off Chris Evans, but I would like for him to disappear and Bucky to take up the mantle for like half of Infinity War or something, you know? And then Captain America comes back. They hinted to it so much in Winter Soldier. Like, he was holding Cap's shield in like a pose like 3 different times in the movie. I think they're really... And that's what happened in the comics. In Civil War, Captain America gets shot at the end and dies. And then Bucky becomes the new Captain America. I don't think they're going to do exactly that, but I would like to see Bucky in the Captain America suit. But, is there anything else you want to say about Civil War?
No, other than I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, Black Panther all the way.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man will be good. But Black Panther's new. I'm looking forward to Black
That's
Panther.
true, but this Spider-Man is new.
Again. I think Tom Holland's going to do a really great job. Watch The Impossible when you get the chance, if that ever pops up anywhere. Great movie. Another new report that I think just came out is either today or last night at some point is that Fox has been talking for a while now about expanding their X-Men world, because what else are they going to do? They don't own any other properties. Nobody wants to touch Fantastic Four, so they have to expand their X-Men world. They have to do Deadpool.
They just did it. Did you see it?
Fantastic Four? Yeah. Finally. I saw it like a month ago.
Was it any good? Was it as bad as everybody said?
Oh, at least.
At least? Really?
At least that bad.
I thought the casting was good, though. I really liked Michael B. Jordan.
Somehow.
And,
because, the casting was good. Somehow, it's the worst I've seen any of those actors, and the chemistry wasn't there. I blame script a lot. Bad script. Bad direction. It was so bad.
The theme even looked a lot better. Like, the character design was good.
Somehow, I don't know how to explain to you how bad that movie is or why.
It was an origin story again, right? It was Doctor Doom and all that stuff and everything.
I would not even call that Doctor Doom. I'd call that a green trash bag that crushes people's heads. It's so weird. That movie's so weird and terrible. If you haven't seen it, don't watch it.
I saw that photo. I saw that photo. Fox had like their entire Marvel cast standing around in a room, and then they edited out the Fantastic Four after they canceled the sequel and everything like that. That's so sad. That's upsetting. Fantastic Four has kind of always sucked a little bit, but it would have been cool to be in Civil War.
I enjoy. Well, that probably wouldn't have happened yet this fast, but I enjoyed the original Fantastic Four movie for what it was with Chris Evans, and I don't like Rise of the Silver Surfer, but the first one was pretty good.
I mean, neither of them were bad movies, but they don't hold up to like modern movies.
Chris Evans was a great Johnny Storm.
Who's the guy that played Doctor Doom, and he was in Nip Tuck?
I don't know the actor's name, but he was a good Doctor Doom.
He was pretty good. He's a pretty good actor.
Honestly, the cast was great except for Jessica Alba.
Oh, I don't even think that was bad.
She doesn't play intelligent. Kate Mara is much better casting, but somehow was still terrible. Have you seen Whiplash with Miles Teller? Mm-mm. If you're not a Miles Teller fan, that will make you a Miles Teller fan. And he plays Mr. Fantastic.
Right.
Yeah, super good. But anyways, Fox is looking to expand their world in other than X-Force, which they're going to be working on here soon, and also we're getting Cable in the second X-Men.
That's so exciting.
That is really cool. That's really cool. I've seen a lot of people say John Hamm should be Cable.
John Hamm?
For Mad Men. He's like the main guy for Mad Men.
I know who he is.
Yeah.
Why should he be Cable?
I don't know. He's a good actor, and somebody did some good like Photoshop, and he looked really cool.
John Hamm?
Yeah.
How old is Cable supposed to be?
It differs. But
because he's a time traveler.
You can throw some gray in his hair to make John Hamm look a little older. Anyways, point being, they're doing a New Mutants movie, which is going to be like Fox's version of a young adult X-Men movie. Which I almost think New Mutants should be a TV show, instead of a movie, like a Heroes-esque kind of TV show.
Oh, what, they're going to put it on that network so that it lasts half the season and then they throw it away?
No, not forever? That network. I was just using that as an example. I don't know how interested I am.
If they were going to put it on like Netflix or Hulu, which I mean, but like I don't know, like when they made Gotham, right? And then we heard that like Netflix, even before the first episode of Gotham aired, had already picked up the second season of Gotham, which didn't happen, right? The Fox still has it.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. But I was so mad. I was like, God, Fox just picks up these shows that are in like this script purgatory just to like as these mid-season fillers, just so that they die.
Yeah.
You know, it wants them to just die forever.
Did you watch?
Like, there, it's gone. It's not coming back. Stop putting it on my desk.
Did you watch Almost Human?
No, I didn't.
Could have been really cool. They
I'm sure. Firefly. Everybody knows. Netflix should redo Firefly.
Yeah.
Did you not see Firefly? You've seen Firefly.
I watched. It was 13 episodes.
Yeah.
I watched 10.
Is it 13? Yeah. I mean, and then there's the movie Serenity, which really ends it. It's a nice ending.
What are your thoughts on a New Mutants movie? And like you were saying earlier, or reminding me earlier, that's where Deadpool originated from. We think in 1991.
I'm pretty sure that's at least where he first came.
Yeah,
from.
I think his first appearance was in New Mutants. Interesting thing that has been put out there is Deadpool first came to comics the first year Ryan Reynolds got into acting.
That is interesting because I didn't hear anything about Ryan Reynolds until like 2003.
Little like TV appearances and stuff like that. But he said he started his acting career in 91.
Sure.
Which is kind of cool. But
really? How old is he? Is he 40?
Mid to late 30s.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Anyway.
But yeah, I think he did a little bit of child acting.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
I think Negasonic Teenage Warhead should be in it. From Deadpool.
Okay.
Shaved head chick. I think
Okay.
she belongs in it. You could put like Jubilee. Basically, put all your younger throwaway characters in there. Well, depending on what time period, and this is where it gets a little confusing.
They should just do Jubilee because they didn't do Jubilee.
She's in Apocalypse.
Is she in Apocalypse?
Mm-hmm. Yellow trench coat and everything. They haven't
Is
shown her in any of the trailers.
Oh, it hasn't shown her in the trailers. Okay.
Except for like maybe briefly, but they've done full blown like set photos. I think she got her own Empire cover, so she's in the movie.
I did not. How did I not know that?
I don't know.
I was always pissed. I was like,
if you remind me, I'll show you a picture of her.
Okay.
But you were really pissed on one of the most worthless, useless X-Men.
X-Men starts with Jubilee going to the. It's like what they did with Wolverine in the first X-Men movie is supposed to be Jubilee. It's supposed to be the Sentinels coming after her.
Oh, the Sentinels were such a wash in Days of Future Past. I hated them.
I get that they'd be like these updated like super like Sentinels or whatever. The Sentinels back in like the what was his name? Trask, yeah. Trask.
They just had the big fans on them and
those older the first Sentinels those were cool, but
they should have been 90 feet tall. Just like in X-Men 3, as bad as that movie was, when they're in the training room and Colossus threw Wolverine at that like giant Sentinel and he cut the head off.
Yeah,
that was better than all of Days of Future Past. I don't like that movie.
Why? What is your problem with it? Is it that Shadowcat has these future powers?
Well, she had them in the comics, but I think they had a way of explaining second mutations or whatever, and they didn't cover it. And I just didn't agree with anything they did in that movie. I guess
I really liked it.
Most people did.
I thought it was great.
There's been, and that's the year that Winter Soldier came out, and there were so many people saying that X-Men First or Days of Future Past was the best comic book movie of that year, and I'm just like, no, it's not.
I thought Winter Soldier was really good. You cannot hurt X-Men for me. X-Men. I'm so in love with X-Men.
Fox has tried to hurt it for you.
The Wolverine, the one where he's supposed to
the first half. That's
die.
A good movie.
The trailers made that movie look like it was going to be really good and like really serious.
And then you have the campy Shredder Samurai.
I did not like that movie at all. At all until the end when I was like, what the fuck? Is that the professor? You know? Like, yeah, I didn't.
Oh, wait, are you talking about X-Men Origins?
No. I'm talking about
the Wolverine. Okay, yeah.
No, I'm talking about the Wolverine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know. No, there's.
Oh, you know what? I did have the Suicide Squad reshoot on here.
Did you? Okay.
My bad. We were gonna get there eventually.
At some point. No, I just like X-Men so much. I thought Days of Future Past was the best one that they've made.
So I think Deadpool's the best X-Men movie that we've
made. Okay, so Deadpool could have been a better movie though.
It really could have. I think if you're gonna make a movie that's an hour and 40 minutes long, you don't take an hour to do the origins.
I like the way they did it though.
I like how they did it, but I felt like there was too much time. Too much time.
A lot of this. I like how they did it.
Yeah.
It was a lot of this.
Do we have any more lights we can turn on? I see it's getting like a little dim.
Yeah. Well, we could open these and take the lampshade.
Sorry, guys. Pause. I will. Maybe cut the. No, I'm not gonna cut this out because it just takes too long. So just deal with it.
How's that look?
Looks a lot better.
Yeah. A lot.
Yep.
Okay.
Better. I think so. Yeah. We got some good illumination there. So let's move over from the Fox Marvel world back over to DC. And according to the Hollywood Reporter, Ben Affleck has finished a script for the Batman solo film.
Ben Affleck, anything he touches turns to gold.
Yes.
Lately.
Yeah. So I know there's a lot of people that crapped on Ben Affleck when he was cast for a movie because, like, oh, Daredevil. One, he's the best part of Daredevil, and that was 13 years ago, so everyone needs to get over it.
First of all, I never disliked Daredevil until I rewatched it 13 years later. Like, it wasn't even a bad movie.
Did you watch the theatrical cut or the director's cut?
Totally different movie. I mean, it was they were made totally differently back then.
Yeah, no, they were. I mean, look at what else was coming out there. Like, do you think
The Punisher still holds up?
I love The Punisher.
The Punisher, Thomas Jane, John Travolta is such a good movie.
You might be the only person that agrees with me on that. I've had some people say, like, the brutality of his family being killed and everything was just really, really well handled.
Dude, we got the popsicle sticks to that guy's back.
It was funny. They made Punisher kind of funny, which was cool in a morbid way.
What could possibly be wrong with that movie? The plot is perfect. The progression, everything about it is just so good.
Yeah, I don't know. And the way that he sabotaged John Travolta towards the end with, like, slowly making his world fall around him.
Made you kill your best friend.
Yep.
Made you kill your wife.
Yeah.
Now I've killed you.
Yeah. And then I killed your other son.
Oh, yeah, I killed your son. Yeah.
And then he had him with, like, the grenade, and he had to hold it up there. He's like, that's going to feel really heavy in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
That movie's good. Totally off topic.
In the Laundry Day skit.
I saw that. That was awesome. Go see the Laundry Day fan film that Thomas Jane did himself with, like, no money, pretty much. She just did that to try to be the Punisher again. And you want to watch the 2003 or 4 Punisher, whatever it is, with John Travolta.
I never saw Warzone.
I watched half of Warzone. I thought it sucked. And
who plays the Punisher in Warzone?
Ray Stevenson.
Who is that?
He's Volstagg in Thor, the fat dude with the beard.
Okay.
But he's not fat. He doesn't have a beard. And then also don't watch the Dolph Lundgren original Punisher from the 80s.
Yeah, I heard about that one. Yeah. I never saw that one. I wanted to watch it just for the sake of watching it.
Sure.
When I did find out, because I didn't know that it was a thing until like a few months ago.
Daredevil season 2, because John Bernthal.
Can we get into Daredevil right now?
Almost.
Right now?
No. Just give it like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right. We'll get in there because that's going to be probably a vast majority of. And I want to, if we get into spoiler territory, I want spoiler territory in one area.
All right.
So, we're excited about Batman. And the rumor is that Jeff Johns, who's a big writer for the New 52 DC Comics, who single-handedly made Aquaman cool again, is going to be co-writing it with him. And I could not be excited for anything else more than this in the DC slate right now. Like, Justice League pushed it aside until they get some new people involved in it. I want Batman. Give it to me. Who would you like as a villain? Other than obviously probably the Joker. Or what storyline from the comics or something would you like to see?
Who would I like as a villain in the Batman movie?
You can do fan cast too if you want. Like, what's a villain and who would you cast as him? I could give you one.
Don't say the Penguin.
No. I mean, they could make it work, but that's not what I want. You have seen Sherlock?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Moriarty as the Riddler.
That would be good.
Wouldn't that be so good?
Would they really have the Riddler being the main villain, though?
He doesn't have to be the main villain, but I'm saying wherever you put the Riddler, I don't know that guy's name, but cast him. I saw him in something recently, and he freaks me out. I like him. I love him, but I don't like him.
Guy's a good actor.
He's really good. It was the new Frankenstein movie. He's in it.
I, Frankenstein?
No. Victor Frankenstein.
Oh, Victor Frankenstein.
I did not see I, Frankenstein.
I don't know.
Victor Frankenstein's not much better either, but yeah, he would be super good. I think Jared Leto's going to kill it. I want a Red Hood storyline, or possibly a Court of Owls storyline, or
Nightwing, please.
Yeah, well, definitely you got to put Nightwing in there.
Can Nightwing be in the Batman movie though?
That would be great. And which Robin do we think is dead? We're hoping it's Jason Todd.
Jason Todd is dead.
And then Dick Grayson's somewhere.
And then Tim Drake is... What is he doing?
I think there should only be... I'm cool with 2 Robins. I don't need the Bat family. I don't... If you want to introduce Batgirl at some point, fine. But I don't
care about any of that, like that, though. But I'm talking about if they want to do like a Teen Titans or some shit.
Well, yeah.
Because...
If they want to do Teen Titans, then they can introduce...
Because...
Would you rather see Tim Drake or Damian Wayne?
I
think Damian Wayne's backstory is more interesting.
It doesn't honestly matter to me. Just because I don't know enough about it.
Well, basically, Batman got raped. Talia al Ghul drugged him, slept with him, and then had his baby. And so Ra's al Ghul is Damien's grandfather, and for the first 10 years of his life, trained him to be an assassin.
I'm just thinking of that. What is the college humor skit? What?
Let me see if I recollect. Some things happened. You sucked my dick. If you guys haven't seen the Pete Holmes Batman skits, you have to watch all of them consecutively. I gotta get to another topic. If I get stuck on Batman, I'm gonna just go on the college humor rant.
But Ben Affleck, if he directs it, screenwrites it, I love Ben Affleck. It's gonna be good. I'm very excited.
It'll be the best DC movie we've ever had, and possibly the best comic book movie we've ever had. And he is also a huge Batman fan. Do you know the house that Kevin Smith bought from him had a Batman cave entrance from the 60s Batman, where you flip the sculpture up, press the button, and the
Are
wall?
you shitting me?
Yeah, Ben Affleck had that in his house.
That's awesome. And go Ben Affleck, dude. Go Goodwill Hunting on that. Man.
Go do it.
That's awesome.
Do it. I would be super excited for that. I honestly think that he should, and I was saying this in our last podcast, he should Godfather the DC universe.
Dude, Batfleck. All hail Batfleck.
So good.
Seriously is, yeah.
Best costume, best fight choreography, best I love the Batmobile, even though we didn't get a lot of it in the movie.
We got it zooming down into to see all
best
Power Rangers style.
The best Batcave entrance ever. Launching
so cool.
off and the lake opening and him going in. Yeah, super sick. All right. So really quick, going out of the comic book world, Ewan McGregor was recently interviewed and would love to do a come back and do an Obi-Wan Kenobi younger trilogy, taking place between 3 and 4. What was Obi-Wan up to? I'm sure he had some adventures, or was he just hiding out in the desert for 20 years? I'd be interested to see it. I am more interested to see Ewan McGregor come back than a Han Solo film, but what do you think?
Me too. Like I said, the best part, I was telling him earlier, I didn't see him, but I thought the best part of the trilogies was him.
Absolutely.
For sure, hands down. That being said, I do have this problem where I am afraid that Disney is going to burn Star Wars to the ground with all these Star Wars films that they're going to put out.
Lucas burned it down to the ground by himself. I think Disney, from what we've seen with Episode 7, can only uplift it.
No, dude. See, because that's one of the biggest exaggerations of our time is that the prequels were this fucking simpering pile of shit.
I watched them recently.
They're okay. I mean, they're not the best films, but
there's moments.
The Force Awakens was awesome. Yeah. The second one, it set up for the second one, or for Episode 8, the second one in this trilogy or whatever.
There's moments of that movie that I get goosebumps thinking about.
It sets up for Episode 8 to be just like The Empire Strikes Back. Yeah. Just like it. It's going to be so good. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I am so excited for that. You don't really have to group in a Han Solo, a Boba Fett, an Obi-Wan, and a freaking Rogue One. All that. You don't have to do that.
So I go a few different directions.
What is the reason?
Rogue One, I think, is great. Makes sense to me. I'm excited about that because we're exploring almost a throwaway line in A New Hope is now its own movie. And there's a lot of interesting things that can happen there about the Rebel pilots getting the Death Star plans, that Darth Vader's going to be in the movie. We're going to get to see Darth Vader again, voiced by James Earl Jones. I'm really excited to see that.
Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna watch it. I'll probably see it opening night.
I'm legitimately excited for Rogue One. I don't give half a rat's ass about the Han Solo movie yet. I might change my mind, and it's Star Wars, so I'll go see it. But I'm not excited for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care, I guess.
Okay, you don't care. I'm pessimistic about it. Yeah. I'm it's really off-putting to me that they're putting they're just trying to cram all these. Look, we have Star Wars now, and then we're cramming it down our throats. It's a little.
And they should have learned that if they do a Boba Fett movie, which it sounds like they might after a Han Solo movie, they should have learned that by overexposing who Boba Fett is and his past and stuff, you ruin one of the greatest things about his character, which is the mystery and the aura of Boba Fett, by saying here's his life story. Here's Boba Fett eating cereal. Here's Boba Fett taking a dump. This is da-da-da-da-da.
Here's Boba Fett getting dumped by some chick and crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boba Fett's evil because he got dumped by this chick, Hayden Christensen returns to the Star Wars universe as Boba Fett. Terrible. No. I don't want it.
He didn't. Okay, so I thought Hayden Christensen was always an appropriate Anakin. I can't think of Anakin being like anybody else. But it's just, man. It's
they almost cast Leo.
No, that would have been bad. That would have ruined Leo.
Probably.
Leo is like this holy being that just like just can do no wrong.
He smelled shit coming a mile away.
Yeah.
George Lucas was like, Leo.
Although one thing, there is one. It was supposed to happen that didn't. That I think would have made it way better. Will Smith, supposedly, at least I heard, could be totally wrong. I could be totally wrong. But back in the day, was supposed to be Neo in The Matrix. Can you imagine how much better The Matrix would have been?
Do you know? And I know what movie he turned down The Matrix.
Wild West.
Yeah, you think he regrets
Wild West wasn't a bad movie.
I like that movie.
It was a good movie, but The Matrix? Are you shitting me?
But look at it this way.
I like Keanu. Keanu.
Whose career has gone farther?
Will Smith.
Mistake or not? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But like, when you go back and look at like what was that one of the first like serious movies he did, Enemy of the State, Gene Hackman. That was a really good movie.
Pretty good movie.
Yeah. And then what? I Am Legend.
I just watched it like 2 days ago.
7 Pounds. All those movies.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah. Those are all good movies. I can't really think of like a.
And then he decided not to come back for the new Independence Day.
Did he decide not to? I thought that he's gonna like show his face in it, and they were gonna like.
They killed him. They actually on the Independence Day website. There's a description of how Admiral whatever his name is died. You've seen the trailers.
of cancer or something like along the way. It's been 20 years.
No, it's a little better than that maybe. You've seen the trailers, right?
I saw a trailer, maybe two.
You've seen how they've taken the alien technology and they used it for our military. Mm-hmm. So he was one of the test pilots, and I guess there was a malfunction. The ship blew up that he was in. That's how they killed off his character. So no Will Smith. They might show his face, and the black guy that's in the movie is his son. Gonna be his son. So they're gonna have like a second generation, whatever. But he's doing Suicide Squad, so I don't feel that bad for him.
Yeah. What? Why would you feel bad for Will Smith? I feel like he's got like a plan with what he's doing. It's not like he's like begging for roles or something like he can't get one.
No, it's pretty much like anytime he wants to move and get a new house, he just takes a movie role.
No, come on, dude. He's not in any like really really bad movies. Not even.
No. I'm just saying that like.
Did you see Men in Black 3?
Yeah, I thought it was just as good as the other two.
I thought it was better than the other two the first time I saw it. Yeah, it's like a really good movie the first time you see it.
Yeah.
I mean that I'm not.
Josh Brolin is such a good young Tommy Lee Jones.
Young. How old are you? 29.
Well,
no, you're not. What is he saying? The years have not been kind to you, or something like that, or you've lived a hard life, or whatever.
What's funny is there's something I picked up from that movie. Every time somebody tells me to do something, I always go. I think about it for a second. I go, all right. Like just like Josh Brolin does in that movie for some reason. He like Will Smith says this big ridiculous thing. He just stares at him for a while. He's like, "Well, all right."
No, he says you're not gonna believe me. I come from the future.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he just believes him.
Man, we are ranting today. Okay, let's knock out a couple things as fast as we can right here, so that we can get to Daredevil because I know it's what you want to talk about. Really, really bad. Okay, so Jennifer Lawrence. We won't spend too much time talking about this. When X-Men Days of Future Past came out, she was really pessimistic, saying she hates the suit or the makeup that the paint that they put on her. So they changed into a bodysuit. She's just whining and complaining, saying that her contract's up after Apocalypse. She's done doing this role. She wants to move on to other things. I think what happened is Hunger Games ended, and all these movies that she's going off and doing that aren't franchises, like Joy and whatever else, they're all bombing. All these other movies, Jennifer Lawrence.
Did American Hustle bomb?
I think it did okay. Not great, but she wasn't the draw of that movie, I don't think. So it's everything.
No, it's Christian Bale's gut.
Yeah. Anything that she's starred in, that's just her, other than Hunger Games, has been bombing. So I think she needs X-Men right now.
I don't think she needs anything. I think she's still a pretty big star, considerably at least a fad star.
It's something that she can lean on. And so now her tone is. I can't wait to do more X-Men films. I'm super excited. I love this universe. I love working with Bryan Singer. And I think she's probably the worst thing, or one of the worst things about the newer trilogy.
I don't like how there's so much focus on her. Like, Mystique is this
They're
big
focusing on her because she's Katniss. And it's like Mystique's role in the original, I will say 3, as much as I don't like the third one. But that is how Mystique should be. She's there. She serves a purpose. She's like the ninja assassin of the Brotherhood. Like, she's very sneaky and stealthy and
I do think though, when you take into consideration like the first 3 movies and and then you do Days of Future Past, I think what she was doing in Days of Future Past was very fitting for Mystique. I think it was this she's got this very self-righteous attitude.
That attitude, yes. Yes. But I think how much, like you said, how much focus there was on that was too much.
Days of Future Past, it's fitting. In First Class, it made a little sense developing her and like taking her away from McAvoy and whatever. Mm-hmm. In Apocalypse, it should not be there.
No. And the fact that she's like rallying the X-Men.
Oh, yeah. That's
there was a scene where like Cyclops is like, well, we don't know how to use our powers. Like, we're not ready yet. And then she's like...
You never learn how to use your powers, Cyclops. You have laser beam eyes.
She says something along the lines like, don't hold back or something. She's pep talking all the new X-Men. I'm like, get out of here.
You have a problem with her not aging. Because each one is supposed to be 10 years in the future.
Mystique doesn't age. She can always look younger. I guess I don't like... I'm adding on to the fact that we see so much Jennifer Lawrence and not a lot of Mystique. That bugs me, so I look at everything I can critique about that whole element.
I just don't think she's as hot as everyone makes her out to be.
Oh, I've never thought Jennifer Lawrence was that attractive. Like, no, I'm not saying she's hideous, but I've never thought that she's like...
She's attractive, but I don't think she's like big deal attractive. I mean, well, I'm but...
Two ugly butt fucks.
You know, yeah, but, I mean, but... I'm just, like, I don't get the whole big deal, and you're right. I think it's a Hunger Games.
I think
thing.
Rebecca Romijn was a good.
I don't care. I don't dislike Jennifer Lawrence at all. I'll watch a movie with her in it, and I don't think that she's a bad actor either. I think she's pretty good at what she does. But I do agree with you in that in an Apocalypse, and maybe it'll tie together well. Maybe the film will be a good film. I'm very optimistic about Apocalypse.
I am relatively optimistic.
Cautiously optimistic. Yeah. There you go. Okay. I mean, that could work. But it's just this whole thing about her being like the like podium,
Yeah. Like, okay, this is what happened, and I resent that this is what happened because there's a lot of different ways they could have done this. So Wolverine was the spotlight for the first several movies, right? They've like been easing Wolverine. I mean, he was pretty big in Days of Future Past, but they've kind of been pulling him out a little bit, and they're pushing Mystique into the place. Like, she's the center point of all these movies.
McAvoy, dude.
He should be, but he's not.
Yeah.
No, because I love McAvoy and I love Fassbender. I love their relationship. I want to see it grow. But like every time I watch one of these movies, I just feel like this is what I want to focus on. And here's Mystique pushing through to the front.
He's
like,
so look good, at me. Dude. There's like something
Fassbender
about that
guy.
Both of them. Yeah. Well, but McAvoy.
Yeah.
He's...
I don't want your future. Yeah.
No, but he's just one of those actors that is just like, fuck, why is this guy so good? Why is he so good?
Watch Victor Frankenstein. It'll make you cry.
Is he really in it? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then Daniel Radcliffe is Igor.
No.
But, so, yeah, when, this is terrible. When that trailer came on when we were watching Batman v Superman, and I was sitting next to Jordan, he cracked up because it showed Apocalypse like choking Mystique and holding her up, and I shouted, "Choke the life out of her!" And Jordan started crying.
Oh, I thought you were saying, "Pull her hair."
I was just like, "Kill her with fire!" I'm so tired of her.
They can't kill her. Oh, it was actually a different Mystique. There was in the
it was another person.
No, there's two Mystiques. Mystique herself. She's basically an amoeba that splits.
Okay. So let's get a little more trailer talk going real quick. You saw the trailer for Alice Through the Looking Glass. What did you think of the first Alice in Wonderland?
I thought it was like this.
Walk through acid trip?
No. I thought it was just another weird Tim Burton movie.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of thoughts other than that.
I mean, I liked it, but okay, so when I came out,
I can't stand Maya Wachowski or whatever her name is. Alice. The chick that plays Alice.
Oh yeah, I mean
she's really dull.
Like, it doesn't matter to me. I don't you know.
I like Johnny Depp in him. I like the Mad Hatter. Alice, is that you, Alice?
They're just pretty much
down with the bloody red queen.
Pretty much hand in hand as Tim Burton and Johnny Depp. It's just like, oh,
they hold each other.
I wonder who who Johnny Depp's gonna play in this new Tim Burton. But so when Alice in Wonderland came out, which it was 2009, so this was 7 years ago that they're making like this new one. Which I don't know what the whole deal with making sequels. Like almost a decade or 2 decades or a decade and a half later with like
probably what
I wouldn't group Through the Looking Glass with like Anchorman 2 and Dumb and Dumber and Zoolander 2 or any of that.
Mentioned
but I'm just talking about like these movies that were never going to have a sequel that are now getting a sequel.
Well, there's at least 2 Alice books. And that's why this one's coming. But the funny thing is Alice in Wonderland was not based off of the book Alice in Wonderland. But there's also Alice Through the Looking Glass is another book. This is not based off that book, but they're kind of tying it together like there's 2 books in sequence, so make 2 movies in sequence and naming them after the books. It's kind of confusing. Sacha Baron Cohen is the villain.
But it's not.
What?
But it's not about the books.
No.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
But
anyway, it came out in 2009, and back then there were like the Tim Burton kids, in high school. There was like,
oh yeah, everyone's just on Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, and I was like, they had like Nightmare Before Christmas shit that they would like wear, and they would like walk around like, oh.
Hot Topic should have been called like just Tim Topic.
Yeah, exactly. The Tim Burton store. It was like, I think I just saw like a sketch on Family Guy. They like they did a flashback, but they mentioned like Nightmare Before Christmas, and they like animated Nightmare Before Christmas in like their like kind of like what The Simpsons would do.
Yeah.
With like the Stanley thing, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What was it? This Stanley thing. He puts the kids in the soup or whatever. You've seen it.
Yeah.
But it was Nightmare Before Christmas, and they're like singing a song, like he takes like Easter or something like that.
Yeah.
And then they're just talking about like, this is weird, and then like fat chicks get tattoos of my face or whatever, or like.
That's kind of.
But
you said that was on Family Guy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was either Family Guy or The Simpsons.
That's good.
But yeah, every once in a while, like that's why I still watch Family Guy, is because it may be like they may have
great pop culture
sacrificed a lot of the quality of like the initial writing of the show, but sometimes they'll have that like gold that like still sticks through that makes you laugh.
Right.
But I mean, if you like American Dad, it's like the original humor of Family Guy. It never like sacrificed its quality. It's always the same. It's really good.
I've had
anyway, but
so
I had that problem with the first Alice in Wonderland film.
Yeah.
So when I saw it, I'm like, which now I don't care. It doesn't matter.
There's it's too long. There's elements that I like. I do, like I said, I do like the Mad Hatter portrayal, even though it's just like every zany thing that Johnny Depp does.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of expect it, but it's not a bad job. Like, it works. Like, he really...
Well, he's got 2 sides. He's really crazy. He has, the little squeamish, like, oh no. And then when he gets mad, he gets this weird Scottish accent. He's like, down with the bloody red queen. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I will say this about Johnny Depp, and a lot of people doesn't like Johnny Depp. I like him. I think he's been in a lot that wasn't good.
I heard Transcendence wasn't good.
Which one's that?
That's the one where he turns into technology or something.
What? I've never heard of that.
It came out a couple years ago.
Oh.
And then Dark Shadows was an atrocity. Also Tim Burton.
I saw Dark Shadows a couple times, and I remember not one thing about it. That's the one where...
I remember Helena Bonham Carter giving Johnny Depp a blowjob, even though he was supposed to be like an undead vampire, and it grossed me out. And then Chloe Grace Moretz turns into a werewolf at the end. There you go, everybody.
I don't remember.
Summarize.
I remember that he was a vampire, and then he
One funny line of that entire movie, when he's trying to figure out like how the TV works, and then Chloe Grace Moretz was like, "Are you stoned?" It's like, "They tried to stone me once, my dear. I assure you it won't happen again."
I was like, I remember that part. I mean, maybe I didn't really make it through a lot of the movie, but
well, you probably shouldn't have.
I watched it a couple times. That's kind of weird.
I barely watched it once. But I mean, I also know who the actor who plays the Kang is, so my memory.
Did you see the Rum Diary?
I didn't. Is that the one with? No, never mind. It's not. Nope. Oh, so we should probably actually talk about the second trailer for Alice.
Oh, for Looking Glass. Okay, so this one being older and actually not like this like high school kid, you know, but like that's what those Tim Burton nerds think, or like I've always liked the Tim Burton stuff, you know. I really honestly do.
You know what the best Tim Burton movie is?
Don't say Edward Scissorhands.
Nope.
Oh,
Batman.
Oh, Batman. No, I didn't like Michael Keaton so much as Batman.
Well, the Batman conversations, like, I'll go down a huge road.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not, but like he's a little weird looking.
Sure.
And he's not really fitting for Batman.
This is going to be, I believe, the last movie that Alan Rickman's in. Alice in Wonderland. He's the butterfly caterpillar, is Alan Rickman, who rest in peace. We'll miss him.
Yeah. He didn't start acting until he was 40 years old.
How old was he when he did
Die Hard?
Yeah.
40. That was his first role.
That was his first role? You're kidding me.
His first role. Yeah, I mean, I could totally be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's
maybe he did plays or something, but that was the first thing he was known for.
I think it might be the first, at least, major role that he had. But yeah, man, yeah.
Yippee ki-yay, cowboy.
Are you mad that you died at the end of Die Hard?
So I think this movie looks visually really interesting.
It looks
somehow it looks more trippy than the first one. Like that when I watched that trailer that we just watched, it's like the whole movie, the whole time I was going like this. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Well, it plays White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane, which is always a really trippy song. It's such a good song. Though.
That song. So forgive me because I'm not a huge music buff. I lean more towards the movies. I didn't know that song. When I was listening to it, it sounded like it was made for the movie. I was like, oh.
I brought up.
It sounds like a 007 song.
The Rum Diary earlier, which is written by the same guy that wrote Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which also stars Johnny Depp. The movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Which I could totally be wrong again, but I'm pretty sure it's just an exaggerated retelling of true events. Back in the 60s or 70s, I don't remember. It's been years since I've seen this. No, this is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Hunter S. Thompson.
We can't go there. This is Bat Country.
Yeah, this is Bat Country. Yeah.
Yeah.
Benicio del Toro plays his lawyer, and he's sitting in the bathtub, and
another phenomenal actor.
He comes back. Johnny Depp comes back and he's all fucked up. He's lying in the bathtub, and he's does he have like a record player on the tub or something? He's about to die or something. And God, I don't even want to talk because I'm totally gonna butcher it. I'm totally wrong. But he's playing White Rabbit. He's talking about how when she like reaches the high notes, it's the most beautiful note on the planet and stuff like that.
Random.
Yeah. Well, so but anyway, another good Johnny Depp acting movie. But sure. But yeah, Jefferson Airplane, they do like a lot of like cool stuff. But so I've always known that White Rabbit song. So it's about Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
So the song,
the one pill clearly makes you bigger.
Yeah. So
they brought back Anne Hathaway, just playing another princess role again, just reclaiming the throne of female actresses I don't like.
I'm not big on Anne Hathaway, man.
I don't like her.
I don't dislike her. I just don't think that like she's a big deal.
No.
I like her to Get Smart.
If she stopped showing up in movies, I wouldn't miss her.
Yeah, I feel about the same way.
See, people watching this podcast are probably going to think that I'm really sexist because there's so many actresses I don't like, but it's not because they're chicks. I just don't like anything they do. To be fair, there's a lot of actors I don't like either. I hate Seth Rogen.
Why do you hate Seth Rogen?
That's a long story.
I can understand why you hate Seth Rogen. I'm not there.
You know what's weird? And don't take this the wrong way. But some mannerisms, and every once in a while, so often with the beard and stuff, you give off a little Seth Rogen vibe.
My nickname in high school was Seth Rogen.
But not in a way that
I had like the fro and everything, and I was about...
You got the laugh.
No, I'm going to tell you I was 50 pounds heavier, although it was less. But so I was heavier, and I had the hair, and so everyone called me Seth Rogen. in high school.
And did you go like,
yeah, big deal, I didn't read the baby books. Who gives a flying fuck about the baby book? Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, there you go.
God, dude. I've been called like Jason Segel too. And it just, man.
I get called Steve-O, but that's...
I've made that connection before.
So, what do you think of the cast in Alice in Wonderland? Sacha Baron Cohen as the villain, as well as Helena Bonham Carter coming back, and Alan Rickman, Butterfly. It's an interesting cast. It's a total Burton cast.
I don't know, man. I don't know why they gotta make it look so weird, but I mean,
do you think this movie will do better than? Well,
I'm sure it's gonna.
Of course, it's gonna do better than Brothers Grimsby, but I'm just thinking, like, do you think Brothers Grimsby hurt Sasha's career? It made $3 million opening weekend.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either, but like
the last trailer I saw for it made me actually want to see it.
I want to see it after watching a clip.
But his like Sasha's character in that looked like dude, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Like
in Alice or in Grimsby?
No, in Grimsby.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like that guy. I mean, I don't know why, but it was just like the character, just like the whole everything about the character was just. I was just like,
he's not as good of an actor, but his. This isn't quite right, but he does a lot of zany characters that are kind of Depp-esque. Like, as far as, like, you look at this Alice in Wonderland, and then, Les Mis, and he's popped up in a few other things where he's always, like, just a really offbeat character.
Well, his like, comedic characters have always been... I don't want to say I liked Bruno. Or like really Borat or Ollie G, but those are good characters.
Dictator,
those are good. Yeah, well, yeah, even the Dictator. Those are all good characters, right? They work for him. I didn't like what he was trying to do in the Brothers Grimsby. I didn't like the person he's trying to. I don't know. It didn't make me want to see the movie. I don't know why he has to put on a character for everything either.
Right. So we got one more topic, and then we can go on to Daredevil, which I know you're very excited to do. So, I have to respond to a quick text, but Lego Batman trailers. There was 2 teaser trailers that came out for the new Lego Batman movie with Will Arnett as a continuation from the Lego movie. And one, did you like the Lego movie? What did you like about it? And are you excited for Lego Batman?
Go ahead and let him out. Yeah, I am. I didn't know it was coming out until like 3 days ago.
Oh, you didn't even know that it was coming out?
No, I had no
what
idea.
A pleasant surprise. I knew when they announced it, like, during the summer.
No, I didn't even, I wasn't, there's so many things coming out, like so many, it's not like last year, which was just totally dead, I feel, for movies.
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron sucks.
It didn't suck.
It didn't suck, but...
I like Age of Ultron more than I like Batman v Superman.
I like Batman vs. Superman more than I like Age of Ultron.
Tomato, what are you going to do?
But, I mean...
These trailers didn't feel like real trailers. They're just kind of like...
Well, they're advertised as teasers.
They're each like a scene kind of from the movie. I like the Bat one where he's beatboxing and he's doing the microwave thing. But the Alfred one made me almost fall off my chair. I was laughing so hard, especially...
He's talking about him going back in the 60s.
Yeah,
being Batman.
He's like, I've seen you have this phase in 2016, in 2012, in 2008, in 2009. Like going on. But yeah, when he's like, Master Wayne, are you looking at the family portrait? He goes, ah! And like smacks him. He goes, he's like, sorry, my reflexes are amazing.
What a perfect character to like spin off from the Lego movies too, because I loved Batman in the Lego movie.
Oh yeah, dude. My favorite part of that is when he's like, "You guys gotta check out my new subwoofers." He flips on the song, he's like, "Darkness, no parrots."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Then he interacted with the Star Wars characters in the movie. And he's like, "Yeah, the party was lame. Turns out the hairy one's a dude."
Yeah, I mean, I really like Will Arnett. I think he's such a...
I think he's got really great comedy, and he can't... a lot of times it's dry comedy, but it's he gets forced in things that sometimes he doesn't fit in. Like, they need to take him out of Ninja Turtles. He's honestly one of the worst parts, but then he's like the best part of Lego Movie. So he's an
Who is he supposed to be in Ninja Turtles?
April O'Neil's cameraman.
Why is that even a character? Why would it be someone like Will Arnett?
I don't know, but it's...
Why are you watching Ninja Turtles?
That's the better question. Well,
I'd watch it if their character design wasn't so ugly.
So, okay, I'm not going to get on a side rant, but just really quickly, the reason I watched it, did not want to watch it. I thought it looked like an abomination, terrible, aborted concept of Ninja Turtles. But I have like 3 friends that are like, bro, it's not great, but it's kind of good. It's not bad. I was like, I don't believe you, and I'm going to watch it just so I can yell at you, which I did, because it was horrible. And it was worse than I imagined, which is incredible.
Okay.
Like, I did worst case scenario. I was like, this movie's going to be terrible. And I watched it, I was like, it's worse. However, I want to see the next one because it looks better. I like the last trailer that came out for it. They had Krang and Bebop and Rocksteady, and Shredder looked like Shredder, and
it looks cool,
dude.
Yeah,
Krang.
It does, yeah.
And then they had like the turtle van with the mechanical arms on the side, and it shot out sewer caps, and I was like,
could be better. Yeah, I mean, it could be better.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and they got a different director too. I don't know who, but somebody else.
Yeah, you never know. That's why I'm kind of upset. Like, I mean, I haven't seen the Fantastic Four, but I was kind of upset that they just abandoned the sequel in the first place, because they could always save it with the second one. Well, I thought The Amazing Spider-Man was trash, and then I saw The Amazing Spider-Man. Well,
most people think the opposite of that.
I liked The Amazing Spider-Man 2 a lot. It was really good. Like I said, it had the best feel of the comic book come to life. You know, I really liked Electro. Motives were a little
Speaking
exaggerated.
of Electro, that's a really good transition to Electra. So we talk about Daredevil.
Oh, there we go. Are we on Daredevil now?
Just kidding. But we can get to Daredevil because I know that's what you want to talk about.
What was the topic we were on in the first place?
We were just finishing up talking about Lego Batman. We're both excited to see it.
Oh,
funny trailers. But
that's good. I like the Lego movies, and
yeah, I do too.
I don't care how many Batman movies come out.
I did not think I was gonna like a Lego movie. I thought, like, when they announced it, I was like, how stupid can this be? And I don't know why I went to see it. I went to saw it, and I was like, that was great.
I thought the same thing. Like, I was like, oh, great, they're coming up with this, Lego movie, like, good.
But now I want, like, a Lego world of movies. Like, I want one, like, every other year or something, you know?
It was just, I mean, it's going to be hard for the Lego Batman movie to live up to the Lego movie, because it had just all those elements. It was.
Do you know some of the cast of this movie?
Good. Huh?
I know we said we're going to go Daredevil, but Michael Cera is Robin. And guess who the Joker is? Zach Galifianakis.
Okay. I mean, I'm sold. But I was sold with Batman because if you are going to do a spin-off of the Lego movie, pick the, like, shining character.
Oh, yeah.
The last one is Batman. It was the funniest part.
I mean, there's a lot of good... Liam Neeson shined for me, too.
The whole movie was good. Yeah, Bad Cop was great.
Hey, buddy, would you like a glass of water? Yeah, sure. Too bad.
Then he... Yeah, okay.
And then he had to get his, like, face erased and whatever, and then he was just Bad Cop.
Yeah.
Taco Tuesdays.
Yeah, no, it was a good movie, but yeah, Batman, if they're going to pick a character to spin off, I think that was a good one.
Plus, it's such a rich world that you can parody every part of it. They can make fun of Arkham City or Arkham Asylum.
They've got all this stuff to do.
So much lore. Whereas Lego movies just kind of had to be spawned out of nothingness.
I think they did a good job, though.
They did a great job. I wonder if they're going to keep the whole master builder element in the new Batman movie, because that was like the big thing, and this is supposed to be that same Batman.
I saw some kind of things when he's like in his like Batmobile or whatever. I saw some like lights or whatever that were kind of like when they were doing the master builder things.
And are they still going to have like the real people that are playing with Batman, or is this like
maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. But I think that was our last topic, other than our big topic. And with as long as this is running right now, we can film it and maybe just cut it into a separate Daredevil bonus episode.
Yeah,
because I feel like we could talk about Daredevil for 30-40 minutes.